Hello friends, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. For today's video I've decided to talk about my studio gear and my DJ gear, which is there. So I'll tell you a little bit about what I like most and what I use most. Also today is Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. If you're looking for some ideas for a present or for a self-present, this video might be the one for you. Even though it will be probably out after Christmas, but we can buy things after Christmas too, right? So let's jump into it. Okay, cool. So let's first talk my main computer for music production, which is this Hackintosh that I built back in 2013. If you're not familiar with Hackintosh, it's basically a desktop computer that you build by buying the components and assembling them and then installing Mac OS on it. It could be a pain in the ass to make it work perfectly at the beginning, but there are many blogs like Tony MacX86 which can help you to find the right components which are perfectly compatible with macOS, and then if you have problems you just write on the blog, you ask for help and they're ready to help you. I have this for more than 6 years and it still works perfectly. I can run every project on it with no CPU load at all, so I have a 12% now, and this project is starting to be pretty heavy. So I'm super happy about it, and it's still my main computer for music production. Then I have this Acer Aspire 5. It's ugly like all Windows laptops, but it's working perfectly. I bought it for my job, my acoustic consultant job, and now I'm using it also for video editing because it's really powerful. It's from 2017, so it has Intel Core i7 8th generation graphic card, 12 gigabytes of RAM, so it's really fast. And for editing 4K video, it's perfect. It's more powerful than my Hackintosh, which has no graphic card because you don't need it to make music. Only complaint is that it's not a full HD screen, and my bad, because when I bought it I didn't notice. I just looked at the specs, I was in a hurry and I bought it, and when I got home I was like, oh, why are fonts so big on this screen? That's because it's not a full HD screen. So last but not least, I have this 2010 MacBook Pro. It's still working perfectly. I don't use it anymore to make music, but it's perfect for DJing. I use Traktor. I don't have CDJs because it's not convenient for me to buy CDJs at this time, and so I'm pretty happy about it, and for Traktor it works perfectly. So let's talk about monitors now. I have a pair of KRK Rocket 5 since 2012. They are nothing good at all. I'm so used to them after all this time that I can finally achieve good mixes and masters with them. Of course, I'd love to have a pair of Focal. They are my dream monitors, but there are many reasons that make them unworthy. And the first one is the fact that they are too expensive for my pocket. The second one is that they are mid-field monitors, so my room is too small for mid-field monitors. And third one, the fact that my room is not treated and it's dumb to use high-end monitors in an untreated room. So that's why I'll keep my KRK for a long time still. As audio interface at the moment I'm using a PreSonus Studio 26, which is a really simple audio interface with just 2 inputs. I say it at the moment because I just bought a new one, which is an Antelope Discrete 8 Synergy Core. It's a high-end audio interface, and I'm really pissed off because I'm still waiting for it. I bought it in November and they told me that Antelope won't be able to ship it before January. It had be cool to have it for this video, but I will show you in another one. So that's it. Now let's talk about headphones. So the first pair of headphones that I ever had for music production are these Sennheiser HD380 Pro. They are discontinued right now. You can find the newer model, which I never tried. Then I have this pair of headphones which I bought for DJing. I bought them on on the internet, so without trying them, and that was my worst choice because they are sounding so bad. They are the AIII TMA2 made for DJing. These ones are in the DJ configuration. I don't know if the problem is the pod or whatever, but they're sounding so muddy. I can't use them for listening to music. I use them just for DJing because they handle really well the high volume. They have a pretty high output compared to other headphones. Okay, these are the TMA2. Don't buy them. And then last but not least, the best Amazon purchase that I did this year are these Bose Quiet Comfort 2. I'm listening to music all day, so I wanted a pair of headphones with Bluetooth, and these ones also have the noise cancellation function, and it works wonderfully. It's perfect. For example, are you in a train or on a plane? You can hear anything out of your headphones, so this is perfect. Also, when people speak in the room, you can actually hear them, but they look far from you. They look so far that they don't annoy you. So this is perfect for working, for listening music in noisy spaces. They are good. The sound quality, it's perfect because they are not perfect for music production, I have to say, because they have a little bit of a boost on the low frequencies, but for listening they are so good. So they are expensive, but I'm so happy. I'm using them like all the time of the day, so it's nice that they are really comfy, and yeah, I'm really happy about them. So that's for what regards the headphones. Okay, now I think it's time to talk about the gear that I actually use to make music, the instruments that I use to make music. And so let's talk about the outboard or the hardware gear that I use. So if you watched my video before, you know that I have a modular system. This last year I haven't been buying new modules, so it's been like this for a while now. I'm pretty happy about the modules that I have, even if some of them I'm not using them so much. For example, the dual ADSR, the dual ADSR, I think that I'm going to sell it. And the XMas Tycho, that's not the best module you can have. It's not so quality. The quality of the sound is not so high. The quality of the knobs is not so high. I've been using it for making different kind of sounds, so I can't say it sucks, but you can buy better modules. Second one, it's the Arturia Beatster Pro. I've been talking about this a lot in my videos. I've been using a lot, and this is like one of my best purchases ever because it helps you a lot with creativity. It's perfect for for controlling modules, and for controlling drum rack on Ableton. It's super. I love it. And then the third important piece of gear that I have, also in terms of price, it's the Electron Digitact. You know, I made a video about it. I've told you that it's a perfect creative machine, but also I told you that it's a little bit tricky to use, and the workflow sometimes can be a little bit slow. So I'm using it, but not as much it deserves. I hope that with the time we learn how to love each other. So that's it. And finally, last but not least, I have this stupid MIDI keyboard. It's really inexpensive and it's not good at all because the keys are not that sensitive. You adjust 3 or 4 sensitivity levels. If you have more money to invest on a MIDI keyboard, just go for something more expensive and better. But you know, it's good to try out things and to control plugins. It's pretty good for that. Okay, that's the gear I have. I can't think of other things. Yeah, I have a couple of microphones, but I never use them, so it's not worth to talk about them. Yeah, I think the last thing that I want to talk about for music production are the plugins that I use. So my favorite plugins are the plugins from the Arturia V collection. I have now the Arturia V collection 7. I think that these plugins are super good. They're emulating analog machines like synthesizers, pianos, or organs, so you have a lot of choices. The presets, man, the presets are so good. If you just scroll between the presets, you can find super original sounds that can give you ideas for new music. So that's a thing that I really like about these plugins. Then I really like the Native Instrument Reactor. There are some really good plugins here, like the Prism. Prism is one of my favorite, or the Razor is another one that I really like, but there are many more that I still didn't explore. They can be really inspiring. So okay, that's it. So last but not least, let's quickly talk about my DJ gear. So I'm using Traktor as a mixing software. I have not CDJs because it was not convenient for me to buy them, since I was mainly playing in little bars and pubs. So it was a bit of a pain in the ass to take CDJs. Also, they are really expensive. I just had a MacBook, so it was more convenient to buy Traktor Pro. So I had my Traktor Audio 6 interface, and then I bought the Traktor Control, and I went for analog mixer. So I have the X122, which is, I think it's super good. It's way better in my opinion than the newer one, the X123. And then I have this, my little pride, which is the Technics 1200. This was crazy expensive. I bought it used from a audiophile. How you say it? I don't know how. So a guy that was really passionate about listening to music. This is another way to say it, and it's perfect. It has no time sign. I mean, you don't have any scars on the cabinet. So this was a really good deal. It was expensive, but for the condition, it was not that expensive. You could find at the same price turntables that were in way worse conditions, so I'm pretty happy about it. So that's what I use for DJing. This is my little vinyl collection. These are the electronic music vinyls, and these are the general music vinyl records from my parents. Don't go hard on the fact that I'm using Traktor for DJing. I know it's not the best choice. Also, it's not good looking for a DJ. But I mean, I have no money for CDJs. I prefer to invest my money on studio gear. I think a DJ should play good music. It doesn't matter, in my opinion, if he plays it with vinyl, with Traktor Pro, or with CDJs. All that matters to me is that it makes me dance. So if you agree with me, we're on the same ship. Okay guys, so that's all for today. I hope the video was interesting. Thanks for watching it. If you liked it, please give it a like. Remember to subscribe to the channel. That would be a really good Christmas gift for me. And I wish you a very happy new year. I'll see you in 2020. Cheers guys. Ciao.